So Talentless AI is a next-gen creative agency that's using generative AI and synthetic media to build and automate content creation. So SapidBlue is our technology partner. They've helped us build our proof of concept, which essentially, takes some basic inputs about companies and then is able to create static and ultimately video content, is kind of the longer-term vision, from those initial inputs. There's a lot of tools out there that are really all about creating a lot of text. What we wanted to do is take that to the next level and deliver. So Avi and SapidBlue have been a part of our journey since day one. They were there at the very beginning to help create that POC, working through the initial requirements that we had, and getting it to a point where it's working and it runs, and hitting all the major milestones, doing everything that we needed to do, and really breaking some ground. We did some things that had not been done from a technical standpoint, at least as far as we had seen. I'm a content person at heart. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a technical person necessarily. I have what was great was being able to take my vision as a content creator and as a marketer and have that vision translated by SapidBlue into something that was real. And it's something where you're able to take these large language models and these other pieces and drive them to create something super interesting. Obviously there's a lot of choices out there when it comes to development teams. We folks reaching out all of the time. And obviously most of Avi's team is not here in the U.S. With us, but Avi makes it a point to be here quite a bit. So we did have quite a few face-to-face meetings that sort of complemented the virtual meetings that we had with his team in India. So I think from day one, more important than any of it was that our values aligned, and that the way that SapidBlue approaches its business, the way it approaches relationships, the way they approach people was really important to me. It's not always just about the technical chops. You have to be able to spend time with someone and have frank conversations with them, and get advice, good or bad, from them. And Avi and SapidBlue has been able to do that. So, I have no hesitations, never would hesitate to recommend SapidBlue to folks in my network. If you're looking at building these advanced applications with blockchain or AI or anything else, what you will get from SapidBlue is a very thoughtful approach that's tethered to a belief in who you are as a founder, who you are as an entrepreneur. They're going to understand where you are, and they're going to help make your vision better. And that, I think, is probably one of the most important things for me. So there's some content right there that was generated using the SapidBlue Talentless AI content generation system right there. It works today. All right, so I have not gone through this process before. I've been in tech marketing for a long time. I've been in an ivory tower of it. So for me as a founder, some of this was brand new information to me in terms of how to build a product and how to do it right and how to get there. So we sat down early on with the SapidBlue team and kind of laid out this vision, and it wasn't just about today, right? Like, we were able to lay down a vision that starts today and probably moves into 2 years into the future as far as what we were planning, right? Like, so we had eyes on the prize early on to be able to say, this is what's going to work for us today as a proof of concept. This is what's going to be able to work for us as an MVP as we start sharing that with our customers. But ultimately, there's a lot that the platform that we want it to do that is kind of baked into the roadmap. So we're very much looking forward to that stage of the process, where we're able to take what we built so far, but ultimately, start to expand it and build upon it. Like, SapidBlue is not just like a one and done. It's not like they build it and moved on. They are here with us for the long term, for the ups and downs of our business. Ready to serve and kind of meet our needs as things progress. So we've been very happy with that relationship, and there's really nothing that can kind of shake that confidence with us. From a practical standpoint, we did some early meetings with the founding team and with their team, kind of laid out those initial requirements. They would come back with the how to get it done and how to enhance it and how to make it better. And we've made it a point to have these ongoing planning meetings as well to kind of establish, again, what's the baseline today and where is it that we really want to build in the future. And it's things are moving fast, And you have to have a partner who's also moving fast and who's willing to change it up and to move on a dime. AI hasn't stayed quiet for a second, right? So you have to have a partner who understands all of the moving parts that are going on in AI and how that applies to the thing that you're actually building. And SapidBlue has done a great job.